Hello, my fellow nerds, and welcome to the Nerd Empire. I hope you all are having a fantastic day today, and I hope you all will enjoy today's reaction video. With that being said, let's get right into it, shall we? Alright, the next video is every VTuber's favorite shoe on head. We all of us VTubers, she has like an entire VTuber army behind her. All of us VTubers, we love Shoe. Okay, this is Shoe on Head, and it's called Cult of the CryBullies, Why People Hate the Left. So, she just posted this video, I think it was yesterday, and we are going to be reacting to her. And I love Shoe on Head, she has some of the most base takes ever, so let's see what Shu has to say in this video.
Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of What the Hell is Going On with your host, Ugly Belle Delphine. Now before you ask, yes, there is an Epstein Files video coming out. I feel like everyone has like streamer brain nowadays, and like every fucking video has to be breaking news in order to get the most views. But I am taking my time with it. I'm sure you understand, there is a lot happening.
You know, with this anti-Semitic culture right now, she voted against a resolution condemning.
Oh,
is
really?
Jewish. I just want to be clear.
Oh, you want to go there, Attorney General?
You know, sometimes I wish these people would wait to say something so we can actually hear what the other person is saying, even if it's really fucking dumb. I missed one heck of a topic. We were just reacting to some AI music videos. One of them I was tagged in, and the other one was by Bupella.
Do you want to go there? Are you serious? Talking about anti-Semitism to a woman who lost her grandfather in the Holocaust.
Your country, sir. Anyway, let's just forget about these
Hi,
satanic
Captain. Nice to see you. How you doing?
billionaire pedophiles running the world. And let's talk
Yes,
about
I'm
some
watching
internet
this.
drama, shall we? Because
I also watched the Bupella video, Captain, with that Ember was in. And damn, was Ember one hell of a gorgeous lady in that video. I know Ember's never gonna see this, but damn was she hot in that.
that is what's really important. For a little over a decade now, the most inane things can get you called a racist or a Nazi on the internet. To the point
People have been using the word racist and Nazi and all these things so many times within like just the past like year or two. It has been used so many fucking times that it has basically lost all its meaning. Nobody knows how to use these words correctly. Nobody knows what these words actually represent or mean anymore, because they're just using these words the instant somebody disagrees with their political views, their political beliefs, what they believe in, you know, all this sort of stuff. Instantly they get called a bigot, they get called a racist, sexist, misogynist, and a Nazi, whatever else under the sun, just for disagreeing with them.
point where these words hold little to no meaning anymore. It's so bad that when someone is called a racist or a Nazi online, I'm immediately like, oh, what funny joke did they tell? But ladies and gentlemen, we have officially come to the point where not saying anything also makes you a racist Nazi. For the few of you watching this channel who are employed,
people seem to think that silence equals compliance. And it's just sometimes silence equals not wanting to get involved. Silence equals I don't have any opinion on this. Silence equals I'm not going to, you know, egg on your stupid retarded bullshit. So I choose not to engage with your dumbass. So, you know, think what you want, I guess.
there's a very popular Twitch streamer named Emaru. She's a cosplayer and just kind of a fun, chill, normie video game streamer. Well, the other day, someone in her chat asked her her opinion about ice, and this is what she had to say.
Like, there's a certain extent where I'm like, okay, sure, I get people wanting big content creators to, like, say their opinions on, like, important topics. I get that, right? But it's like, if you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to get off the internet.
In a world where it seems like every single celebrity is just screaming their political takes completely unprompted, this was a refreshing thing to hear. Seems like a pretty sane, rational, inoffensive thing to say, right? Wrong. This short little clip where she ironically tried to avoid controversy ended up being one of the most controversial dramas this year. I feel like decades worth of news.
I don't see what was wrong with what she said. I mean, if she is somebody who doesn't delve into politics and doesn't know much about politics, chooses not to answer a question that involves that sort of thing because she knows that she can't really comment on it because she doesn't know much about it, I don't see what the problem is with her not wanting to answer the question about it. Just accept her answer and move the fuck on. I mean, I don't know much about politics myself. I know very little. I mean, I make my comments about stuff here and there that, you know, doesn't make any much logical sense to me. But just because, I mean, let's listen again to what she said.
Creators, there's a certain extent where I'm like, okay, sure, I get people wanting big content creators to, like, say their opinions on, like, important topics. I get that, right? But it's like, if you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to get off the internet.
Yeah, see, like she just said, there's nothing. I don't see the problem with what she said. I don't see why people are having a problem with what she said. She doesn't know anything about politics. And if you're going to people who you have seen in their content don't engage in politics at all whatsoever, and you're wanting their opinion on politics, you're either trying to stir up drama because you, for some reason, live off of that, or you're just being stupid. They just assume that because she wouldn't do what they said, she must be a shill for the other side. So now she's the enemy. It's so fucking dumb. She didn't say the thing, therefore she is under suspicion of believing the opposite of the thing. Mob her. It's less about politics and more about the message they wanted her to. Yeah, it's like if the person they ask a question to, they don't say the message that they are hoping to hear from the person who has a lot of influence, they get angry. And then they all dogpile on them, talking shit about them. Like, you know, Andy here said, you know, mob her. It's fucking stupid. That's what it is.
World where it seems like every single celebrity is just screaming their political takes completely unprompted, this was a refreshing thing to hear. Seems like a pretty sane, rational, inoffensive thing to say, right? Wrong. Yeah. This short
because logically it is.
Little clip where she ironically tried to avoid controversy ended up being one of the most controversial dramas this year. I feel like decades worth of news has happened in the past like 2 months, don't you? Every day there's like a breaking story of the most insane shit you've ever heard in your life. And everyone is expected to have a fully formed opinion on every single breaking.
For how crazy 2025 started, 2026 just said, hey, hold my beer and watch this. It has been nothing but fucking utter chaos in just 2 months. We're not even a quarter of the way through the year yet.
Story. There's pressure to react, to pick a side, to condemn, to defend. But the reality is, when a story first breaks, we're usually not seeing the full picture. And that's why for years now, I have been using today's sponsor, Ground News. So let's quickly give them a shout out before we jump into today's video, shall we? Ground News is a website and an app that lets you see how news stories are being covered all across the political spectrum.
I'm gonna mute my mic for a second so I can grab a donut
left,
without making
right,
too much noise.
Center. Every story comes with a quick visual breakdown of political bias, ownership, and headlines that helps you understand the full story and really make sure you're getting both sides. They really make it fun and easy to compare headlines to see how political bias and media ownership can affect the framing of a story. For example, let's take a look at this one about how RFK admits he used to snort cocaine off toilet seats. If you look it up on Ground News,
Hang on, what? Excuse me, hang on a second. Huh? RFK Jr. admits he used to snort cocaine off toilet seats. I'm sorry, what? What the fuck are these people admitting to? You know, this is the kind of thing that you probably should just keep to yourself. I had to unmute myself because I heard some crazy stupid shit here.
Snort cocaine off toilet seats. If you look it up on Ground News, a right-wing headline covers it like this: RFK revealed why he wasn't scared of COVID. It was a legendary answer. And a left-wing outlet covers the same story like this: Robert F. Kennedy Jr. doesn't fear germs, and his reason is really, really gross. Same story, completely different vibes. The Ground News feature I like the most is the blind spot tool. It shows you how news stories have been covered by only one side of the political spectrum.
It is amazing how many of these news outlets post news about stuff that is just, why? It's like, aren't there more important things going on in the world than announcing RFK Jr. does that dumb bullshit? Are we so deprived of stories that we have to post stupid shit that nobody gives a single fuck about? When we were watching this on Rev's stream, Rev made a big deal about the jump ahead button, and someone was like, that's a rare W for YouTube. And I'm like, yeah, rarer than a leftist with common sense. And they go, no, those are rarer than YouTube W. Oh my god, that's so good. That's true too. The sad thing is that's fucking true. Oh, that's so fucking funny, man. There was a big announcement with a lot of top level politicians talking about how addiction has touched their lives, either personally or in their family. Well, somebody is addicted to touching their family, I can tell you that. My God. That's so fucking funny, Captain. Jesus Christ.
And ignored by the other. For example, here's a story about how Hillary Clinton says migration has gone too far. Rare Hillary Clinton W. Suspicious. 37 sources covered it. 91% of those sources were right-wing, and only 4% were left-wing. Interesting. Or this one about how middle-class Americans are selling plasma because of financial pressure.
Well, yeah, it's so fucking expensive to live. I mean, in general, on average, it costs $300,000 to $400,000 for a home, and the average median income is what, $65,000? How are people supposed to fucking afford a house on just that? They can barely afford food, gas, bills, house. You know, hello, I'm Muckman. Hello, Muck. Wasn't expecting that last bit. What? To be fair, though, Fox News also be doing random stories. I guarantee you that if it was Hillary Clinton snorting the cocaine, Fox News would be like that, like flies on shit. Yeah, I made $60K last year and barely got by paying for a $110,000 house. Damn. I make under $60K a year, and I'm barely affording the apartment I live in.
Americans are selling their blood because they're so poor. 71% of the sources that covered this were left-wing, and only 14% were right-wing. I have been using Ground News for like 5 years now, and I am obsessed.
The fact that you have considered doing that is sad. That just goes to show how difficult it is to pay for shit.
It's one of the first apps I open when I wake up in the morning. It really helps me stay informed and helps me keep up with the news for my videos. But don't just take my word for it. Even the Nobel Peace Center recognized Ground News as an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. Best of all, I am currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which is the plan I use to access all their amazing features. This comes to only like $5 a month, which is like the price of a cup of coffee nowadays. To get the 40% discount, just go to ground.news/shoe
Life is
or
expensive,
use the QR code
illusionary.
on screen right here, or click the link in the video description down below to subscribe to their Vantage plan today. Big thanks to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and
My house is the cheapest house on the block. The house next door is for sale for $240K. And a house on the other side of them sold last summer for $290K. Damn. At this point, it's kind of cheaper to rent a fucking apartment than it is to own a house, which is sad.
thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad as always.
I mean, the American dream used to be, you know, the white picket fence with a couple of kids, married, you know, that sort of thing. But that, my generation was sold that dream. We were told that if we worked hard enough, we could achieve it. And, yeah, that was the biggest lie told to my generation.
Right.
Don't worry, I didn't skip the ad, Stu. We watched it.
And now, let's get back to the video. In this video, we are going to talk about the
If I wasn't reacting, I would have skipped the ad.
drama surrounding Emaru, the people trying to cancel her, the mistake the left is making by embracing cancel culture again. We're gonna read some insane, hilarious tweets, of course, and then we will talk about my personal experience with the
Sadly, I make under 50K and I barely keep mortgage for 32K. Got lucky and crap hit 2020. My mortgage is less than my best friend's rent payment. My mortgage is with escrows $995 and best friend is paying $1,500. Damn. Single wide trailer? Shit.
these people. And what do I mean by these people? I mean the cult of the CryBullies.
In the 1950s, the cost to buy a house was equal to the average American salary. Here's the thing. There was hang on. There's a TikTok thing that I have liked that actually explains it pretty well. Where is it? Here it is.
Can you tell the class
All right. This will explain it better than I can.
what you just told me? Can you tell the class what you just told me?
How much would minimum wage need to be today to match the home buying power of boomers getting minimum wage in the 1970s?
My guess was $35. Okay, what's the answer?
$66.
That is diabolical.
So we would need, for minimum wage, minimum wage would need to be $66 for people to be able to have the same buying power as those back in the 1970s. And minimum wage right now federally is $7.25 an hour. $7.25 an hour. That is almost 10 times less than what it should be at in order for us to have the same buying power. That's how horrible the cost of living is right now. Yeah, the last time federal minimum wage went up was back in 2009, and that was when it was changed to $7.25 an hour. It's fucking sad.
I'm sorry if I sound even more like a prepubescent boy in this video. I am a little bit sick, but I am here, slaving over a hot laptop for you. If you guys saw my last video, you know I am quite critical of ICE. I don't think we should abolish them, of course, but I think it is good and healthy to criticize your government.
I will say this about ICE. The organization itself, not the people or the people who run it, the organization, the idea itself is a good thing. Because we cannot let those who are here illegally stay and take advantage of the resources and stuff that we, as America, provide to our citizens. Because that is not fair to those who are actual American citizens. Now, the people who run it and some of the people who are in it are, yes, corrupt and, you know, power hungry. But the organization and idea itself is something that is needed. But with every law enforcement agency, there will always be bad people in it. It will never be 100% pure. There will always be bad people. And that is only in the minority. The vast majority are just trying to do their jobs the best they can and then just go back home. Either to their pets, just to themselves, or to their family. You can't blame the people in it. You have to blame those who are running it. And yeah, like Captain said, don't blame the soldiers, blame the king.
A political culture war commentator, I talk about political topics often. People come to me to hear my political opinions. But not everybody wants to be a political YouTuber or streamer. And not everybody wants to listen to a political YouTuber or streamer. Sometimes we just want to have fun and talk about other things. There are lots of other things to talk about. Sometimes we want to look at funny memes or watch funny videos without having politics shoved down our throat. So a lot of people thought it was really refreshing when a cosplay streamer was basically like, I don't want to talk about politics. Why are you coming to me for politics? It was a perfectly sane, rational opinion. So of course, like, half the internet had a problem with it. It's just not that hard to say ICE. It's really not that hard to say ICE, to be honest. Is it so hard to just say ICE? It's really not hard to say ICE. Jesus Christ, how hard is it to just say ICE? How hard is it to just say ICE?
God, these people are like fucking parrots with no mind of their own. Can you people have a single, you know, unique thought? Or are you all just fucking sheep following the person in front of you because you have no way to live life on your own without having to have someone lead the way for you? Yeah, it's a fucking echo chamber. There is no individual thought. There is no critical thinking. It's the sad thing is, with each generation, this gets worse. We seem to slowly lose the ability of critical thinking skills. These people have no way to question everything. Their immediate reaction is it's like a knee-jerk reaction. They go along with the mob. They go along with the group because they don't want to be left out. They don't want to be left alone. They don't want to be isolated. They don't want to be dogpiled on. So they go with everybody just to be included, and they have no individuality whatsoever. They're sheep. Hey, sir. Hello, horsehead. They are the definition of sheeple. Yeah, it's basically the blind following the blind. It's the same thing with a lot of these protests. These people go into these protests just to be part of the mob without ever doing any sort of research or anything into what the actual protest is about, how the protest started or anything. And then the protest, yes, they may start out peacefully, but for some reason they just go downhill right away into just mob form. Oh, excuse me. and it just goes into chaos. Going your own way is better than selling your soul. Yes, I agree with that 100%. Don't worry, someone special is going to make an appearance. Okay, wonderful.
Ice. How hard is it to just say f ice and move on? Oh my god. Just say f ice. It's not hard. Is it so hard to just say the line? Say the line. Say it!
Well, you know, I could say this. I don't like ice because it makes my drinks watered down, especially in my pop. I don't like having ice in my pop because after a while it melts and it just waters down my drink. So I never get ice in my pop. Actually, I never get ice in any of my drinks because I don't really care for ice. Delicious, but it does make stuff cold. So that's the only good thing about ice is they make stuff cold. Stupid ice making my... I'm currently drinking Dr. Pepper. Ice is a scam. I just got done drinking my Dr. Pepper. I got more in the fridge. Anyone remember the telephone game? Their beliefs are like that, but on Crackle. Yeah, this is basically like one giant game of telephone. It gets so... The message just gets so messed up. I also have cherry Dr. Pepper, which is also delicious. And then the cream soda Dr. Pepper, which is also delicious.
Jesus Christ, like at this point, even if Emeru did want to like abolish ice, even if she really did think, f ice, she shouldn't say it. Like I wouldn't say it at this point because this is just like... This is creepy. This is like a horde of zombies chasing it.
It's mob mentality. That's what it is. This whole thing, that's just what it is. It is mob mentality. And as soon as things go down mob mentality, society starts breaking down. Mob mentality is not good for anything. I have a joke. Why does Dr. Pepper come in a bottle? Because his wife died. I don't get it. My brain not working. I don't get it. Cream soda Dr. Pepper is my favorite variant. Same here. Same here, Andy.
After you. Hey, it's actually super easy to stream and have opinions. I'll show you. F ice, f Donald Trump and everyone in his administration. F Elon Musk, free Palestine. US is on stolen land.
God, this free Palestine thing needs to just fucking stop and go away. Although, to be fair, the horseshoe theory is very, very much real. Oh, the ad's going. Okay. We'll wait till the ad's done for Twitch side. I'm going to grab another Dr. Pepper. Hello, Sinister Maker. Spreacher cream soda? I don't know what Spreacher cream soda is. I do like cream soda, though. That is a really good drink. It's a German craft soda. Oh, okay. All right, ad should be done. All right, continuing with the video.
And built by stolen people. Luigi did nothing wrong. Abortion is healthcare. Leave trans people the f alone. These people literally just speak in bumper stickers, dude. Just like copy pasting the internet leftist starter pack. What the hell am I looking at? I hate the Reddit ass. Hey, it's super easy. It's crazy, like 1,000 years ago, this dude's ancestors were hunting mammoths. And now he's on here like, Men should not be speaking like this. I'm sorry. We need another war. The post that really seemed to kick this all off was made by Denims, the self-described largest female political streamer. Only because I don't stream, Denims. Only because I don't stream. Anyway, I don't have any like personal beef with Denims. This isn't like an own Denims video. We used to be kind of cool years ago, but she apparently has some opinions on Emeru, so let's hear her out. Never thought I'd see the day we'd be fenced.
Oh, I've been seeing this post a lot. This racist chud post. Is that where this all came from? Because she didn't want to give her opinion on ICE or about politics? Is that where this racist chud thing started? From Google, chud is a usually online left-wing derogatory term for right-wing reactionary male, synonymizing them with a troll or boorish person. Originating from the 1984 sci-fi horror film Chud, which stands for Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dweller. The term was popularized by the Chapo Trap House podcast to mock right-wingers. All because she wouldn't get political. Huh. So I guess this all started from her comment about not wanting to give a political opinion. She probably didn't want to split her audience, and she's not required to give her opinion anyway. People are just dumb. Yeah, see, the thing is, when you go into a streamer's stream and you ask them a question, you can't get upset when they decide to dodge it, be evasive with it, or just straight up ignore it. You can't get upset because they don't have a requirement to answer your questions. They are not required to answer it. They can do what they want. It is their stream. And if you get upset because they don't answer your question or give you the answer you're looking for, then it's not their problem. You need to go off and touch some fucking grass. Because you are just at that point terminally online. You're looking for validation for you being a fucking retard. Oh, it was one of her mods that asked her? No, that makes it even worse. Chud, as far as I understand it, was a corruption of Chad, like when you call someone a Giga Chad. Yeah, I don't know. She bent the knee in the end, but now they want more. Really? God, these people are so fucking dumb. It's the people who are terminally online and have nothing else in their life that is exciting. So they have to stir up bullshit because they're so fucking retarded.
Sitting the modern Gestapo. First of all, she's not fence sitting. She's just choosing not to talk about politics. Like, in order to fence sit, you actually have to say something.
Yeah, streamers are not obliged to cater to your fragile ego. They're not obliged to give you attention. They're not obliged to do anything for anyone in their chat. They're not obliged to do anything but to just try and entertain the people that come into their stream. That's the only thing you should expect them to do. You should just expect them to do what they want with their stream, and that's it. If you get upset that they're not doing what you want them to do, well, then the problem lies with you and not them. Teeth gnashing troglodytes. They wanted her to say the thing and actually mean it. That's not what happened, so now they're dogging on her for bending the knee for them instead of meaning it. Yeah.
She didn't even say anything. Like, how do you even know what her opinion is? Second of all, modern Gestapo. Why is everything the f***ing Holocaust? It's totally normal to criticize ICE. It's totally understandable to have issues with the things they are doing. But modern Gestapo? Don't you guys get tired of this shit? Like, don't you guys get tired of saying, like, isn't this exhausting after a while? Everything is nuts.
Just listening to all of these people do what they just go off on all this is fucking exhausting. I mean, being a part of it is, yeah, exhausting, but just listening to it and seeing it is also exhausting. These types of people want to virtue signal and feel strong by attacking someone they deem weak to boost their own ego. Just a bunch of empty shells with no worth in their existence. Yeah, exactly.
Everything is the Holocaust, everyone is Hitler. It's like nothing else bad ever happened in history. Like, what did they used to compare bad things to before World War II? Oh my god, you're literally Napoleon. Also, I love this. Racist chud. Like, where did the racism part, like...
Yeah, like where in that clip or video was she being racist? I mean, did she criticize anybody's skin color? No? Then she's not racist. Because that's what racist is. Criticizing someone based solely on the color of their skin. That's like the fuck.
Like, where did that come from? Listen, I don't get on camera and start talking about cars or math or taxes or investing or going outside or the plenty of other things I don't know about. I sit here and talk about the gender war and the culture war because I'm good at those things and that's what people watch me for. That is my lane and I stay in it.
We've been following the nonsense involving Denims, Casey Tron, Hassan, and Frogan on Ember's stream for months. Believe me when I say this is just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, I see Ember posting a lot of those things because I am subscribed to her channel. I don't watch all of it, so I'm kind of in the dark about everything that's going on. So I'm not really up to speed about everything that's going on with them because most of the time I try to avoid it because it's just all retarded to me. These people, they have no individuality. They're just evil people. That's all they are. They're just evil fucking people.
Likes what she's doing. Her audience likes what she's doing. There are plenty of other channels that will regurgitate your political takes back to you.
And those people live nowhere but in their own echo chamber. That's the thing. It's just an echo chamber with all those guys.
Just turn on the TV. Turn on CNN. Most people, most normal people, are sick and tired of celebrities just like spewing their political takes completely unprompted. I don't f***ing care what Glub Shitto thinks of politics. Okay? Why does Glub Shitto have to get on stage and start talking
Who the
about
fuck
how
is
well
Glub
it's stolen
Shitto?
land or some shit? Why do you need your political opinions thrown up into your mouth by a celebrity like a fucking baby bird? Like, do you really want Sydney
These celebrities
Sweeney
really
throwing
need
up
to
in your
shut the
mouth?
fuck up.
Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Please don't answer that.
She's right when she says most streamers are not qualified to talk about politics. Okay, here's the thing, dude. You actually don't have to be qualified to talk about politics to say f*** ICE. It's not that hard of a...
Honestly, at this point, I think you should be, if you want to talk about politics, you should have the qualifications to talk about politics. Because not everyone wants to hear your brain dead, retarded views on something you have no idea about and have no knowledge of. So that's the thing. I've always thought that unless you have the knowledge, wherewithal, and qualifications to talk about the subject that you want to talk about, then you should not talk about the subject you're talking about. Because at that point, you sound like a fucking retard. You are just... I don't know. I don't know how anyone deals with these people. For what I'm seeing in videos, they are selective with racism when it benefits them. God. Yeah, at this point, unless you have the qualifications to talk about the subject, shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to hear your takes because you sound like somebody who has ironed out every single wrinkle in their brain because they thought it looked better without the wrinkles.
Concept.
You actually don't have to know what you're talking about. No.
Does Denims look like Timu Maisie Williams? I think that's insulting to Maisie Williams. Whole Math just did an excellent video about levels of thinking that explains all of this. Honestly, with the current political environment, it's really hard for new people to get into politics because you might learn the wrong thing. It's dumb. Well, it's because a lot of the things that are out there right now are cherry-picked. They're cherry-picked so it would... it would fit the narrative that they want to put out there. And so as soon as somebody sees something that sounds right to them, they go immediately with that instead of researching it more to see if multiple other things also have come up with the same outcome. So if the majority of things you see come up with the same outcome as the first thing you saw, then that more than likely is the actual outcome. But no, they go with one thing and they just see the things that they want, that they believe in, that probably the majority of things have disproven, and then they just go with that one thing. Should look up Casey Tron's apology to Ethan. I don't want to listen to that dumb bitch. I don't want to listen to people like that. I feel like I'd lose fucking brain cells and the wrinkles in my brain would start to unwrinkle.
In order to just say the line. What? You should look into a topic, do your own research, come to your own conclusion, and form your own opinion on the topic. You should not just blindly, mindlessly say the line.
You know who doesn't do political content? Cutie Cinderella. Cutie Cinderella literally never does political content. And even she's capable of saying f*** ICE.
Well, yeah, anybody can say fuck ICE, but unless you know why you're saying it, you sound like an absolute retarded dumbass.
What about Cinna? You don't have to be a political creator to recognize that it's not hard to say f*** ICE.
You don't have to be a political content creator to say the line. All your other friends are saying the line, Emaru. Why aren't you saying the line, Emaru?
L ICE. Okay, but unironically though, f them. Straight up. Hey, f them. Yeah.
I think in order to say fuck ICE, you should understand the situation of what's going on. If you're just saying it to be part of the mob, you need to get a fucking life.
It's f them, don't care, and if you don't like that I say that, it's f you too.
She had less emotion in that video than Christian Bale in American Psycho. I've never seen American Psycho. The only movie I've ever seen Christian Bale in was the Batman series. Was the Batman trilogy. I just want to take a side note here. The fact that I quoted "put them in a box" and people started finishing it brings me joy. I was seeing that you guys were singing that in the chat. I thought that was kind of funny. I tried to avoid interpersonal YouTube drama. There is enough BS to deal with already before listening to strangers beef with each other. Criticism is different, yeah. I lost brain. Yeah, I kind of figured you would, Captain.
You know what I mean? It's really that easy for me, I'm telling you right now.
There's Emaru's roommate saying the line. Aren't we all proud of her? By the way, where are all her friends during all of this? Where are all her morally righteous, good guy, big streamer friends while this is all going down? While she's being dragged by half of the internet for doing absolutely nothing wrong. This girl who literally just came out of an allegedly abusive relationship. This girl who literally just got assaulted, grabbed by some freak at a convention.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that was not good.
Now this girl is going through all of this. I guess it's fine to be silent when your friend is getting dragged by half of the internet, but don't you dare stay silent about current thing. I don't even know this woman and I'm sticking my neck out for her because it pisses me off seeing this kind of shit happen to people who absolutely do not deserve it.
If you're above the age of 18, you should care about politics in your fucking country. You don't get to be like, well, I don't agree with this whole taxes thing, so I'm just not gonna pay for it. You can't say like, well, I'm just not going to care about all this politics stuff.
When someone doesn't have
I don't care much about politics either. The thing I do is if it doesn't affect how I go about my daily life and how I live my life, as long as nothing affects that, then why should I bother? That's the thing. It's fine if you want to get upset with other things, go right ahead. That's fine. But don't criticize others because they're not going about the things the way you are going about them. Just because they're not doing the thing that you're doing and you want them to do, or just because they're not believing in the thing that you want them to believe, doesn't mean you should just, be a complete dick. Let people live life how they want to live. Let people go about daily life how they want to go about it. If it doesn't affect you, why do you fucking care?
An opinion on a political topic, people like you might get a little mad. When someone doesn't pay their taxes, the government comes and arrests them. Okay, so that's the difference between those things.
Yeah.
There's this weird idea in America especially where like you can just be an adult and be like, oh, I don't care about politics.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
What?
Many people, most people, do not care that much about politics. I know to you and me that's like mind-blowing, that's like unfathomable, because our whole life is politics, our job is politics, like I get it. But most people's lives...
These people literally can't understand that. It's like they can't live... They can't live their life knowing that other people don't care as much as they do about politics. For some reason, it upsets them. It makes them feel like they can't go through their daily life until they make people as fucking nuts as they are. I don't see the problem with not caring too much about politics. Not caring as much as you fucking do about it. Like, why? Why do you care so much how I live my life? Does it affect how you breathe? Does it affect how you walk around, how you sleep, how you eat? No? Well, then fuck off. Politics drain people to an extreme. For God, yes, that did. Yes, it does.
do not revolve around politics. They do.
This is going to end up being a very long video for YouTube. I mean, being politically literate is one thing, but my life is not tied directly to politics until they try to oppress me. Exactly. Yes. I mean, it's fine if you want to. If you're not politically literate, that's fine. I mean, it just means you're never involved in politics. But if you want to be politically literate, yeah, go right ahead. But don't try and... It's like religion. Don't try and shove it down people's throats. You're going to piss some people off that way. Denims loses sleep when people don't care about politics. Apparently.
Other things other than fight with strangers online. Crazy, I know. But man, do I envy them. I was so much happier before I knew. Sadly, it is getting harder and harder for the average person to not care about politics because politics is seeping into literally everything. Politics will be bending you over and spreading your cheeks and going in dry whether you want it or not. And unfortunately, the people who are like, I just want to be left alone, are the people who are the most fucked by politics. Also, more importantly, Emaru wasn't saying that she doesn't care about politics. She was saying she didn't want to talk about politics. I feel like that is a huge difference.
Yeah, and she basically was also saying don't go to people who are not political to try and ask their political views. Because at that point, you're just trying to stir up drama. And nobody wants that. I mean, kind of gross to show how empty Denim's life is. Kind of goes to show how empty your life is. Okay. Yeah, crazy how something you'd think would be a quick reaction turns into an hour or so, trust me. Yeah.
I care a lot about, like, skincare, but I don't get on here and talk about, like, peptides and collagen to my audience because they don't give a shit. They're here to watch me say feminism is doo-doo and make silly little faces at the camera. Yeah, you like that shit?
I hate when grown women don't have a mind of their own. You are 28 years old. Please develop a mind of your own. All she does is pander to enemy gooner men.
Hang on. What does it say? Hello, it's very rare. I will speak my mind, but I'd rather get my thoughts. Oh, okay, it's something that Emmy said.
No mind of her own. I never liked Emaru, so finding out she's stupid and doesn't have a mind of her own is nice.
The audacity! If she didn't have a mind of her own, she would have mindlessly parroted the shit you want her to say.
Yeah, she would have been another sheeple if she didn't have a fucking mind of her own. She would have been part of the mob. But because she has a mind of her own, she chose not to get involved in your dumb bullshit. I think that would be calling have a mind of your own. I mean, am I wrong for that? No mind of her own. Say the people who she didn't agree with. Yeah. It's these people who are basically parroting the same thing everyone else is saying. Those are the people who don't have a mind of their own and can't, think of anything unique to say, or don't have any critical thinking skills. They're part of the mob. They're the sheep.
She would have mindlessly just been like, "F Ice." If Emeru came out and was like, "Actually, I think Ice is doing a fine job," do you think they'd be like, "Ah, yes, she has a mind of her own"? No,
Oh, I think she would have been dogged on even worse.
absolutely not. They are not angry that she doesn't have an opinion. They are angry that she doesn't have their opinion. The absolute audacity to say that this woman doesn't have a mind of her own while thousands of you people swarm her like drones, barking orders at her to say the line. You guys literally operate like the fucking Borg.
So what I'm gathering is that
The Borg. Oh, people are going to feel old for hearing that one. I think that was like, other than the newer Star Trek movies, I think that was like the only Star Trek movie I ever saw with when Patrick Stewart was doing Star Trek. Oh, the Borg. That makes me feel old.
Emeru is a grown woman who acts like a frail, silly little girl to entertain fat, dirty, incel, Asian fetisher weirdos, and is okay with that, but draws the line at saying Ice is bad. Emeru and Asmon's audience are the same. Incels love Emeru because she confirms the image of the anime bimbo stereotype that incels worship. She definitely cultivated an audience who, in the end of all things, are reactionary. She appeals to violent racists who fetishize Asian women.
What the fuck is this Asian fetish thing? Are they just saying this because she's fucking Asian? Like, I'm trying.
There's even a person who titled his channel after the concept and reports of their hypocrisy. Ha! That's funny.
I'm trying to find a clip of Emeru saying "sucky sucky $5" or something. It doesn't exist.
Sucky $5. She rubbed him wrong time.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
It's not a coincidence that she answered the question this way, and that her fan base consists heavily on Asian fetishes.
I don't know where this is coming from. And the woman saying this is literally an OnlyFans, like an Asian OnlyFans.
She's hot. She's mixed. Okay. Don't look at me. I'm thinking of 7 of 9 now. Hangs up sign. Do not disturb.
Model. Like, I'm sorry, are you really the person to be talking about fetishization here? The most insane part of all of this had to be when her ex-boyfriend, her allegedly abusive ex-boyfriend, posted his own Ice in the middle of his ex-girlfriend being
There's another dumbass fucking Ms. Kiff.
canceled for not saying that. Like, how fucking petty do you have to be to subtweet your ex like that? Another character involved in all this is former booby streamer Caseytron.
It reminds me of whenever Amaranth started wearing a cowboy hat, because that's whenever she started going like full Nazi.
I will say Emeru does look pretty good with the cowboy hat and the fur coat there. I like it. She pulls the look off.
See, basically, she started wearing the cowboy hat. It's like whenever these Texas girls in like these Austin, Texas streamer circles start wearing cowboy hats, that's whenever you gotta watch out.
A woman in Texas wearing a cowboy hat? Lord, take me out. Take me out back, behind the shed. Put me out of my misery if I ever become...
Emmy looks good in anything. I wouldn't really know because I don't watch Emeru.
This politically brain-rotted. Holy shit.
Like, you know that she probably has like weird incels donating her hundreds of dollars.
Incel this, incel that. I swear to God, these people don't know what an actual incel is anymore. They've used the word so fucking much.
It's because, like, in my opinion, like, it's all a facade to appeal to the worst.
It's like, because, in my opinion, I'm a dumb bitch. Yeah. Yas queen. Like, totally.
Type of men. Because, like, really misogynistic, shitty incel-like men like a woman that doesn't have any opinions. I think that she also plays into how a lot of incels will fetishize Asian women. Her whole platform is just, like, appealing to, like, the worst fucking men. She's, like, basically, like... She's like a pick-me for like incel freaks.
So this fucking pick-me shit, dude. It's gonna be the death of me. Before making this video, I watched a bunch...
The whole pick-me thing I think is really stupid. It's so dumb. It's the only women who are called pick-me's are the ones who actually have some fucking common sense and actually think logically and are based in reality. They don't conform to the fantasy thinking of these dumbass Karens. She has less emotion in her voice than the Hell 9000 in 2001. Yeah, that's funny. You know, I can see that. Yep, I agree with you, Captain.
Of Emaru stuff, and I saw no signs of like pick-me behavior at all. At least with some streamers or some YouTubers. People could be like, oh, they criticize women, so they're trying to be like one of the good ones, and they're a pick-me. Like, okay, sure, like, that's retarded. We all know that's retarded. But at least I can like kind of see how is Emaru a pick-me? She doesn't even do that shit. Like, where is the pick-me thing coming from? No, really though, what makes her a pick-me and not the booby streamer or OnlyFans models calling her a pick-me? You are literally selling your body for men to...
Those type of streamers and the women who do OnlyFans are the biggest fucking hypocrites on the planet. Because they're the ones that complain so much about the male gaze, about misogyny and all this shit, and yet they're the ones doing this shit for the male gaze and all that other stuff. It's like, complain all you want about it. You're being a fucking hypocrite. You're being paid for this shit. You're putting your ass out online for all the men to see and to get money from them. Shut the fuck up. I have never understood the phrase, oh, pick me, the irony. Hi, Happy. How are you?
Consume. If men do not pick pictures of your ass, you can't pay rent. There's no bigger pick-me on earth than a fucking porn star. And me. I don't care about being called a pick-me. I've been doing this for over a decade now. I'm used to it. I've been called it thousands of times. I'm a 35-year-old married mother. I do not give a shit. I do care, however, when other women are called...
I guarantee you when Happy woke up, she decided to listen to that clip that you made for her of me calling her of what she redeemed.
Me for the crime of not following a hive mind. I see it so often in like the VTuber community. Like all these VTuber anime women will be called pick-me's for just saying their opinions. You have to understand, like, to these people, whenever a woman has like an opinion that is not like the corporate HR approved opinion of the week, whenever a woman doesn't toe the line of the current thing, in this case, whenever a woman doesn't say anything, she's called a pick-me. You know, she just must have these opinions for men. No other reason. Every woman is secretly a big progressive feminist. And if they're not, they're just doing it for male attention. Because I'm sure someone who looks like this is really...
Yeah, she's really fucking hot. Yes, there's no better way to start the day than with a dose of daddy energy. Oh, God. Even Frogan was called a pick-me? That... no, I can't see that. Who the fuck would want her?
starving for male attention.
And then in my opinion, it's like she's not entertaining whatsoever.
And you are so entertaining. Yes, she's so entertaining with her monotone voice because, oh my God, she wants attention. She wants to make fun of others. Listen to me. I know everything.
She's like, I would literally rather watch paint dry.
So true, because you know what
We're all
is far
doing well,
more
Happy.
entertaining than a cute, high-energy cosplay streamer reacting to memes? This is way more entertaining. And if you don't agree...
Just did that too.
You're just like an incel. Okay, bitch. Eventually, after a few days of being dogpiled by the most annoying people on Earth...
Here's to help her pay... Yeah. Yeah, I saw that clip and I thought that was so fucking stupid.
Emaru came out with a statement.
Hello, it's very rare I will speak my mind, but I'd rather get my thoughts out there, so apologies if this is long. There's a clip from my stream that's been circulating a lot, so I'd like to explain it for anyone who was hurt or shocked by it. It should go without saying that no one deserves to live their life in fear of being killed or taken away from their homes or families, regardless of who is doing it. but especially not because of ICE or any other government agency. I understand the world is a very cruel and messed up place. You don't have to study politics or actively read the news to know that. I would never want to invalidate anyone who struggles with those things, and an agency causing fear and suffering deserves zero support. To me, that's not even political, it's basic human empathy.
Well, see, here's the thing. ICE was not made... The ICE agency doesn't just go out of their way to, you know, cause harm, to put the fear of God into people, or just go around and kill people. No, their job is to go and arrest illegal immigrants and to deport them back to the country from whence they came. That is the basis of their job. Most of them are probably... Meanwhile, I'm sure Happy would be happy to get it. Frogan's pick me in this aspect of pick me up and take me to get 40 double cheeseburgers at Mickey D's.
Now, I thought that statement was perfectly fine. My issue with it is, she didn't have to make it. She was basically forced to come out and say her opinion. So did these freaks finally back off once Emaru made her opinion about ICE clear?
No.
No. Of course not.
Nazi response. TLDR, go.
Oh my god, Nazi. These people. As soon as I see someone call someone a Nazi, I immediately think, well, their opinion is now invalidated because they are a fucking idiot. And since it was Congress who put those laws into place, if people think so terrible, they can petition it. Frog the Hut? My god, that's bad.
Yourself in your PR apology. And there it is. Of fucking course she's another dumb girl, we are not as dumb as you look.
Apparently all these people are as dumb as... I don't know if Emiru looks dumb, but the people who are saying this shit are pretty fucking dumb.
You're still a racist chud, but continue to enjoy the money you get from your incel audience because they're disgusting, just like you. All I hear is, I support Israel and my name is Emaru. Wait, what?
Where did Israel come into this?
Where the f did Israel come from? What? I don't like to talk about politics equals I'm a Nazi and I'm ashamed of my opinion.
Hello, Silas. Look up Frogan the Hut. They're literally edits of Frogan make her look like Jabba. Oh my god. They're calling her audience incels because she's Asian. Oh, Gaming Syndicate. Hello. Nice to see you. I hope you are doing well today. I'd make a video saying, I'm sorry you think your opinion of me matters. I'm sorry you think you deserve an apology. I'm sorry you're flawed. It can be challenged by a 5-year-old. I hope you're doing well, Gaming Syndicate. It's nice to see you in chat.
Opinions. Everyone knows what's up. She's a fascist in disguise and is squirming. Emaru, you are garbage Nazi-loving c***. You got orange around your mouth. Say F you, Asmongold. If you're neutral... Oh wait, if you're neutral, you might as well say you're MAGA. Stand for something, ho. That's what Trump wants, for everyone to be quiet about it. The idea of get off the internet is so f***ing ignorant. This dumb cunt needs to shut her f***ing mouth.
Jesus, this guy sounds angry.
Thank God her downfall is happening. I've been hating on her since day one and knew something was off about her. Not a good statement. She implicit...
You know, that's the one thing that's weird, that I always found weird, is that people say they don't like the person, yet they keep fucking watching the person. If you hate them so much, why are you still giving them attention? Why are you still, you know, doing what you're doing? It doesn't make sense to me. I can't, you know, to a logical thinking person who lives in reality, it makes no sense to me.
Disavowed ICE, but not so much the actual Trump admin.
Yeah, you disavowed ICE, but what about the whole Trump administration? They're like literally the mouse from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. I was like reading that book to my toddler the other day and I was like, oh my god, this is literally Twitter. You cannot give them an inch, dude.
Of course are incel fans swooping in to protect the poor little 28-year-old.
Ah yes, incels. No.
Oh my god, Emeru is almost 30. Thanks. Look, I'm DM you on X and you must send me your Discord account. All the Sky Bros are gathering. Okay.
Known for defending women online. What? What the f does the word incel even mean anymore? Does it just mean man now? It just means man. Man I do not like.
I had no idea this was a thing until yesterday. How come no one told me Emeru low-key a femcel?
Femcel! Emeru's a femcel! Oh.
Alright. Like Shu has said in other videos, femcells don't actually exist. Because a woman can, even if she's a 3 out of 10, she can still get with somebody. Femcells don't exist.
What my do people just not know what words mean anymore? How are they coming to these conclusions?
I mean, have you looked at her? I mean, look at her. Look at her. Just look at her. Look at her.
Yeah, sorry, I don't see it. I think you guys just might be mentally ill.
We need to do something about these male-centered women.
Okay, first of all, nothing is more male-centered than centering your life around hating men. Men just live rent-free in your fucking head. Take it up with God, go to therapy, do literally anything else than make it our problem.
F her, and especially f her bestie Asmongold. I hope they get kirked. 30-year-old woman too scared to say f guys to keep her incel audience happy. Let's hope she gets abused again. Couldn't happen to a better person. Next time this cunt is assaulted, I'm gonna laugh and laugh. F her and f guys and f you if you support this cunt. Emeru deserved what Miskiff did to her. F Emeru for supporting ICE. I genuinely hope this bitch gets oh, okay. I reported that one. Holy sh**. What is wrong with these people?
See, you don't understand. I'm good guy, which makes it okay for me to say f***ed up things about bad guy. You think saying that to someone is f***ed up? Well, you should be abused too, because you're probably also bad guy. It's called being on the right side of history, Chud. Look it up.
Nazis deserve death, and silence is compliance.
May I just remind the audience that this is what she said.
If you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to get off the internet.
Ladies and gentlemen, a Nazi that deserves death. What?
After making her terrible statement full of lies, Emeru decided to follow right-wing grifter Shoeonhead. Of course Emeru is now following a fellow pathetic pick-me for being quiet about ICE. They both don't want to piss off their 100% right-wing gooner fanbase.
For the record, my fan base is probably like 70% right-wing and 80% gooner. Okay, but for some reason, they didn't mind when I came out and harshly criticized ICE in my last...
You send it? Okay. Keep me. Hi, Black Number. Nice to see you again. Guys only have standards for marriage. Remember, folks, the biggest critic to women isn't men. It's... Yeah, the women's biggest critic is always other women. It is terrifying how evil women are to each other. Like, oh my fucking god. It is terrifying. It's gone. It's 1 a.m. here in South Africa. Holy crap. Oh, damn. So happy to chime into all this Sky streamers and seeing the same people in chat. It's great. We all gather.
Video. Yes, some disagreed, but for the most part, they didn't care. As long as you aren't preaching from an ivory tower with no nuance, rhyme, or reason, people don't care. I'll say some shit like, we should decommodify housing, and the right-wingers in my audience are just like, okay, commie mommy. These people cannot fathom a universe where people just disagree. Oh, you're just scared. You don't want to upset your chud audience. I upset my chud audience every goddamn day. You're the ones terrified of your own fucking cult. God forbid you only agree with 99% of the hive mind approved opinions. God have mercy on your soul. I do not envy you. Once you bend the knee to these people, once you apologize or capitulate, it's over. These people don't actually want an apology. They want to humiliate you. They want to drag you down. At the end of the day, they have found a socially acceptable way to bully people. That's what this is. A lot of people in response to Emeru's statement were like, why did you apologize to the mob? You know, you bent the knee, you're a coward. And honestly, people don't realize how insane it can get. These people, the cult of the CryBully, they come in swarms, they get in your head, they prey on your empathy, they isolate you from your friends, they make you feel like a terrible person for having milquetoast normal ass opinions, or in this case, no opinion. And when you are someone who is not used to dealing with these types of people, or you are someone in like a vulnerable state of mind, it is very easy for these cult-like tactics to work. This shit works especially well with women in particular, not to be sexist, but it's just true. Honestly, you know, now that I think about it, the only people who are immune to this are like autistic people. I swear to God, people on the spectrum are immune to the CryBully tactics. What happened is Emeru just saw like a shit ton of people who were mad at her, and she wanted to do the correct thing. Unfortunately, this is just gonna make it worse. And they're moving on to one of their favorite tactics.
The big question in everyone's mind is, well, are you still friends with Asmongold?
While it is appreciated that you are taking a stand and clarifying the clip, you do continue to be vague about how deep your associations with Asmon are. So hopefully you've cut ties with that hate-mongering Nazi troll Asmon, right? Glad you made this and owned up to it, but you're still friends with Asmongold, so it doesn't read as earnest. Almost a decent explanation, but the elephant in the room is that your friendship with Asmongold is holding this back from seeming sincere. Okay.
I think it's hilarious that a lot of people have a problem with Asmongold. They don't like his takes. I think it's fun. I like Asmongold. I agree with a lot of the things he says, but people are just, man, do they not like him.
Now, what about your best friend Asmongold? Denounce Asmon or I'm not taking this seriously. You're friends with Assmold.
Assmold?
Assmold?
I'm pretty sure she's still friends with Asmongold.
Now, whatever you think of Asmongold, he is friends with Emeru. They are friends, even though they disagree with each other. Crazy, right?
I literally said, like, I don't agree with the things he says. Like, what do y'all want me to do? Like, fucking shoot him on stream?
Yes, that is what they want you to do. Yes. Around 2018, I was facing nearly daily harassment for being friends with someone who was on the right. Hundreds of people were on my ass like every day. They were calling my job. They got...
I hate this kind of social pressuring. That they think they have any room or power to force people to cut ties with others. All roads go back to Asmongold. That is where I would be telling these twats to pound sand. You do not control who I associate with. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Keen! Ahoy, matey! How you doing? Nice to see you. I hope you are having a wonderful day. What is that icon that you have? Stream awards. Oh, for last year. Okay, cool.
Emails of my family members. It was like non-stop. Now, this person was a good friend of mine, but in order to get all these people off my back, I did probably the cringiest thing ever, and I publicly disavowed her. Publicly disavowed a friend of mine over political differences. Now, for those of you who are new here, that sounds like something I would never do, but I did it. I bent the knee to a faceless mob of people who hate me. And in return, I received nothing. The harassment didn't stop, the hate didn't stop. Well, needless to say, karma is real, and the same thing happened to me years later.
Asmon is actually pretty moderate if you listen to him. Yeah. I mean, I've watched plenty of Asmon's videos, and I mostly agree with a lot of his takes. I mean, he has some pretty based, you know, realistic takes. I mean, I see him as a more of a realist than anything else. It's just he sees things for what they are. He gives very logically realistic takes, and people don't like the fact that he's very blunt with what he says. When Trump was running in 2016, I was friends with a leftist who told me that I was the only person who voted for Trump that she didn't delete because I actually listened to logic and don't let my opinions cloud my judgment. All other Trumpers were part of the MAGA echo chamber. Asmongold has straight up vocalized support for a lot of leftist ideals. So it relates to people, and even when he came into wealth, he didn't change. Yeah, that's another thing. He didn't let the wealth he gained change who he was.
Publicly disavowed by friends over political differences. This story ultimately does have a good ending. Me and my friend...
Yep, and I don't agree with 100% of what he says either, but for the most part, he has been pretty on point.
Years ago, but looking back on all this in 2026 is extremely embarrassing, and if I knew what I knew now, I would have just told those people to go fuck themselves. But in the moment, it's incredibly stressful, and you just kind of want it all to stop, and you will do whatever you can
to
make
did?
it stop. So I understand why Emeru came out and made a statement.
I keep forgetting who it was, but when I rated her, I think it was a few days ago, like this was the first time I rated her, somebody in my... that was from my chat. I think it was Walkman that said it. That he either said that I was a daddy or I had a daddy voice. They said that to Ember, and then she decided. It made me embarrassed. She decided to do mommy to me.
I just really hope she doesn't wind up disavowing friends over political differences like I did. It was a huge mistake, and it is not worth it, because you are going to find yourself surrounded by people who see you as a temporary ally and not a real friend. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a never apologize person. You should apologize if you actually do something wrong, if you actually wronged someone, but you shouldn't apologize to like a nebulous, faceless mob of people while facing down a barrel of a gun.
There is nothing that she could say and no amount of money she could donate that could convince me she's not a soulless ghoul like all the men she's happily surrounded herself with for years.
Soulless ghoul? I'm sorry, Casey Tron. I think you're fucking worse than Emiru. Emiru is probably a saint compared to your dumbass.
There is nothing you can ever do to please these people, so why bother? They will not be happy until you kill yourself, and even then they will dance on your grave. And I know, like, with everything going on right now, like, is this really a video about cancel culture in 2026? And it's like, yeah, I don't know. First of all, you should expect that. You clicked on a shoe on a head video. But second of all, yeah, I feel like this is kind of important to talk about. I feel like this type of thing is part of the reason we are where we are right now. This type of stuff drives people away from the left, and more importantly than that, it's just evil. I saw some left...
Emiru seems kind but sort of spineless. Her problem is she's just too easily swayed and tries to please everyone. Yeah, that's the thing a lot of people need to learn, is that you are never going to be able to please everybody. And if you go out of your way to try and please everybody, you're just going to upset everybody. That's the thing. Emiru is she got Asmongold to leave his house. The booba streamer is jealous of the younger booba streamer. Oh, Black Number, thank you for the €5. Hey man, I love listening to you. You're one of my favorites, but I'm sleep deprived thanks to all of Sky VTubers. I wish you a great stream, but I need sleep. Have a good one. Thank you for the super chat, Black. You have a wonderful night and go get some good rest, my man. Thank you again for the €5. After Alana trashed her ass and put him in a box, Casey Tron needs to start wearing a bag on her head when she goes out. I liked that. I loved that I saw Alana in that. She looked so badass in that. One thing I thought was hilarious is Denim sent that "It's Okay Kitten" meme to imply she was dumb. Ironically, someone really needed to tell Emiru that it was okay, kitten. Oh my god.
Just covering Emiru being canceled, and they were like, the cultural shift is here. Woke 2.0, we don't play around, we're mean now. Woke 2.0? Because Woke 1.0 worked out so well for you guys in the country, right? You're supposed to learn from your mistake.
Wokeness needs to die. It needs to die and just be disintegrated into oblivion. Because wokeness has done nothing good for society. It has done only harm. One thing I thought was hilarious is Denim sent that. Oh, I already read that. Fuck.
not double down and get worse. I don't know how you can look at the last 10 years and be like, we have got to get more annoying. Like, what are you doing? Attacking normie streamers for not wanting to be involved in political discourse? Also, I feel like this goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm not smearing, like, the left as a whole, okay? This isn't fucking Fox News. This isn't the Nuxanor channel. I'm well aware there are plenty of left-wing people, especially in my audience, who feel the same way I do. I'm talking about a certain faction of the mostly online left. I was about to say it's like a loud minority, but I don't even think it's a minority anymore. I think it's like a majority. Like, I feel like I'm one of the only ones like holding down the fort. Like me and Anna Kasparian. And every day I'm called a right-wing grifter for being like, hey, maybe we can focus on the issues that like actually affect the working class. You know, things that actually help people, not stupid fucking shit like going after e-girl cosplay streamers. Like, can we just get back to the fact that we are all being ruled by satanic billionaire pedophiles who may or may not be eating children, please? Thank you. In conclusion, Emeru did nothing wrong. People are tired of having politics shoved down their throat, and you don't need to speak about things you don't want to speak about. You don't have to do that. You don't have to say the line, actually. This is mass psychosis, rivaling on 2020. These people are trying to socially ostracize this woman for not putting like a black square on her Instagram. They're just mad at Emeru for not doing like the ice bucket challenge or some shit. Like that's basically what is happening here. If you are going to streamers for
It has been nothing but a parasite on culture, and its ranks consist of people who feel threatened by anime girls. They see the cute streamers as competition. They take anime girls as a threat because even the more realistic characters they could never measure up to. Yeah. Jealousy is a powerful thing.
Political information, you are cooked. If you are going to shoe on head for political information, you are...
Someone in RevStream talked about Fillion coming back with a sandal on her head and was like, ah, yes, sandal on head. Shoe on head's vertically challenged like Gus. Oh, that's funny. Rev has some funny-ass people in his stream.
Deep fried. So that was that little video. If you liked my yapping, please subscribe. And if you can, donate to my Patreon down below. It really helps the channel out and I appreciate it so much. And I will see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye!
Well, that video took longer than I intended. We got sidetracked so much. Keen, you sidetracked me. Well, that is the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give a like and subscribe. I post videos 3 to 5 days a week here. I also post videos over on my other channel for gaming as well. So please make sure to give that a look-see. See if you enjoy that as well. I also stream anywhere from 3 to 5 days a week as well. Links to all my social medias will be on my YouTube page. And with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.